Good morning / evening, everyone. This is probably going to be uploaded in the evening. We'll see. Or not evening, afternoon. Love when I don't even know what I'm saying. But welcome to the first out of a potentially 3-part series where I tell my internet journey and my story being online. I don't know if I'm going to upload these back to back to back. I might upload the first couple back to back and then do a space and then do the third part. I don't know. I feel like it'd make more sense to do 3 parts all together, but I don't want that just to be my whole month's worth of podcast. We'll see. I literally have not figured this out. I just recorded this episode last night and I'm doing this intro now, so the day of, so love that. So part 1, I basically talk about the beginning. I just rant like I normally do in these podcasts. And then I talk about how I got started with the internet and kind of where my origin story, before even YouTube really, sort of started. I do touch base about my first YouTube video. That's where the episode actually ends. So part 2 is talking about sort of the first half of my YouTube journey. That's part 2. And then part 3, I'm going to do the second half of my YouTube journey to current day now. Mackenzie. So part 1, basically the beginning, before I even discovered YouTube. I also talk about how I discovered YouTube, how I got my start, why I do the things that I do, why I did the things that I did on YouTube. Sort of all the origin stuff is in this part. So I hope you enjoy it. It's long. It's going to be a long story. So if you want to watch it all the way through, shout out to you. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys can get something out of this. I talk about my story and then what I've learned throughout these years. That's the gist of it. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. So, yeah. Today is a new episode. I don't know. I've been recently struggling with the season change and everything. It's just been kind of hard to be motivated to just do things in general. I feel like everyone kind of gets or most people I know kind of when the seasons change, you start getting almost seasonal depressions, or you're just kind of sad more than normal than I am during the summer. I feel like mine are extreme, which is not fun. So during this, oh, that's my phone. Ignore that. But in the summer, I'm super happy and positive and just just so in such a better place. Even when I'm stressed in the summer, it's not stress like I am right now. And it's just kind of hard because I don't like all this stress of senior year and senioritis and feeling like school is pointless, because a lot of my classes I literally don't even need to graduate. So it's just hard and it's been a struggle, and it doesn't help that it's getting cold and I hate the cold, and I don't want to my mood's already dipping because it's cold and seasonal, and I just don't like the season change. I don't know. I just don't ever understand when people enjoy the cold, because I don't know what kind of demon you can be to enjoy cold weather and be happy during cold weather, because I'm not. Literally, it's so bad. My seasonal depressions and is just so bad. So that's fun. I've just been really overwhelmed lately, and it's been hard, especially with college apps. I'm supposed to be finishing an essay right now. I think I'm going to record this podcast, maybe work on my essays a little bit, and then stream. That's a good idea. I'm actually reinstalling some of my games right now. Also, yesterday on stream, you're not watching this, the time is going to be different, but when I'm recording this, yesterday I streamed Stardew Valley for 3 hours, and it was a lot of fun, and I kind of understand the gist of Stardew Valley now, and I'm really enjoying it, and I kind of want to play it today. Maybe not on stream, but I want to play it. Maybe I will do it on stream, we'll see. I don't know. I just want to do games. I don't know. I've been also looking for new games to play also. I need to finish Life is Strange. I talked about this on stream as well. I bought Life is Strange Season 1 so I could play it before Season 2 came out. Granted, I already watched Life is Strange Season 1 like 4-5 years ago in 2015. How long is that? That was 6 years. Oh my god, that was 6 years ago? Oh wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. 3 years ago. Why did I say 6? I don't even know. So 3 years ago when Life is Strange 1 came out, I watched it on YouTube. I watched like some people's Let's Plays and I fell in love with it. That's honestly how I fell in love with story-driven games and how I found out about them. Because it was first Life is Strange for me, and then from there I found out about things like The Walking Dead and Detroit Become Human, which I have a whole podcast on. It was actually my previous one. And just like all these things. So it was, Life is Strange has a very special place in my heart. So I bought it so I could play it myself because there's like a whole sale. Even though I already knew what happened, like, it was like, I got it for $5 on Steam. It was like a huge sale because Life is Strange 2 was coming out, and it is out now. But at the time, it was soon to be released. So I'm almost done with Life is Strange 1. I'm just stuck on the last episode. There's like this dumb maze part, which is like the nightmare scene. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. So I'm stuck on that, which is really annoying because it's literally the last part I need to get through so I can finish the game. And then I want to buy Life is Strange 2. And I'm really excited to play that. So, new games I want to play. But I also want to find games I haven't played before that, like, I think will be interesting. I don't know. So that's kind of like my current state right now. I've also been watching recently Jacksepticeye. He like, everyone knows about his channel. Like, literally, he has like, 12 million subscribers? Something insane like that. But, yeah, literally, I just started watching him. I watched his Detroit Become Human series, and I fell in love. So, yeah, I've been watching, like, different YouTubers and things like that. And I've been trying to, like, getting into different games, so. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my life. Jacksepticeye, oh, he has 20 million subscribers. Okay, literally not even close. But speaking about games, today I wanted to share my YouTube story. I really want to have like a documented recording of it because I think it'd be interesting to look back and see the timeline of events as well as like my perspective of it, like from a 17-year-old. And I want to talk about, I guess, some things I've learned from being on YouTube for 5 years. Hold up, let me go ahead and I made a Google Doc where I have all my podcast ideas. So I'm going to bring that up. I literally don't even have like real notes kind of like set down, written down like proper notes. I just kind of thought I would just talk and see what happens. I tried recording this episode like a long time ago, but like it felt kind of like too structured and too like planned, and it just wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to. So I waited some time, and now I think I'm ready. Like, I'm just gonna share the story and just talk from memory. So I kind of have like general stuff written down. I don't know, we're gonna talk about it, and we're talk about all things related to YouTube and online communities. I'm gonna cover the majority or the main ones that I've been a part of, and sort of how they've influenced my life and how I've grown up and how I've been like literally raised on the internet. So yeah, here we go. Probably hear me like typing and stuff and clicking. I didn't realize I wasn't signed into my account, so that's what we're doing. Alright, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say before I get started. I'm recording this on November 10th, 2018, and the midterm elections were recently, and the youth had a 31% turnout, which is insane. Like, so many people went out to go vote, and so many of my, like, peers and my friends went to go vote, which makes me so excited. I can't vote yet, because, as I said earlier, I'm 17, but I will be voting in the 2020 election, you best believe, and I'm just really happy to see all my peers, like, go out there and vote. Like, literally, we've had the most peers vote in this 2018 midterm election than we have had in 20 years, which is insane to me. And I'm just so proud of my generation for doing that. And we have so many new faces and beautiful women in Congress. And it's like, we did that. Like, y'all, we made friggin' history. And I'm just so proud of my people for doing that. Because Michelle Obama has this initiative, When We All Vote, and she talks about, like, she tried to, like, motivate people to vote, all peoples to vote, because when we all vote, change really happens. So, you know, we're gonna live in a corrupted government regardless, a corrupted world. We just have a nation with issues, but so does every other country. But if we work together, we can make it less corrupted and make it more suitable and apply to our needs as citizens of this country, and not just the political agenda of the president. So I'm so happy with my people for voting recently, November 6th. Shout out to y'all. I went ahead and posted on my Snapchat story about the importance of voting. So yeah, when we all vote, that's really important. I just wanted to mention that, and I forgot at the beginning. But now I'm gonna get started with my YouTube story. I hope you guys enjoy. I've been a part of like quite a few internet / online like communities. So I think the first major community I was a part of was like the virtual worlds. That's kind of where it all started for me. I used to always have app games and like that I would play on my iPod Touch. I talked about this in my video called Growing Up in the 21st Century. I touch more about this. I used to have this game called Bakery Story, where basically it's a simulation game where you run a bakery and you like make food and stuff like that. But then there was a social interaction where you got to like write on people's walls. That's what they called it. It's how you like communicated with other people. And that's where that's the first time I really remember having community with other people. So I used to have Bakery Story, which is the one that really stood out to me because I literally have met so many like friends, and like it was something I did daily. I'd go on Bakery Story daily, and I would actually really develop a connection with these people. A lot of them were like, everything ranged from like young people, like kids like my age. I was like 8 or whatever when I had this app game, and to like adults. I mean, I talked to more of the kids, but like, you know, I just talked to everyone, and it was a lot of fun. And I really remember being a part of that online community, and we used to host events on our walls. I've hosted Bible studies. I used to post daily Bible verses. Like, I was just like, I just loved being a part of the community, and I wasn't ashamed of who I was, like, at all. And it was a really nice place to be in life. Like 7, 8 years old, just living your life. And I learned a lot about, one of the reasons I really liked the games is because I liked having like my own business and things like that. I had all the different app games from that company. So I'd like Bakery Story, I'd Restaurant Story, I'd Pet Shop Story, Fashion Story, Farm Story. Like, I literally had all of them. Bakery Story is the one that stood out to me the most, but the first one I actually downloaded was Restaurant Story. But Bakery Story is kind of like where the prime started when it came to online communities, and I just really developed a connection with so many people on there. And actually, like, Bakery Story was the very first community I was ever a part of, and right after that is when I started my YouTube channel. I remember when I was leaving Bakery Story, I left a note on my wall and to my friends, or they called them neighbors on the app, about my YouTube channel and like how you guys can like check it out. Like, my friends on Bakery Story can check it out and stuff like that. So that was like literally my first transition from an online community, which was Bakery Story, connecting with people from all across the world. We just always were so supportive, and like we just loved each other. Like, we just embraced who we were. That's something also I love about like childhood and youth, is like you don't have to apologize for anything. Like, you just exist, and you are, and you're proud of who you are and what you believe in. And I wish that it was that easy now, and it should be that easy, but it's been a struggle for me lately, and just over the past several years since middle school, as one can imagine. And it's just a really nice place to be, just confident in who you are, and just, I always took my shots, like, no, now they say you miss 100% of shots you can't take. With Bakery Story, like, I always initiated conversation. I always, like, never hesitated to tell someone about my faith, or I never hesitated to answer questions, or never hesitated to back someone up when someone's being mean to them. Like, I was just proud in who I was, and I was just, like, bold in who that girl was, and who that girl still lives in me. And yeah, that's just something I really remember, and that stood out to me of Bakery Story, and why that's really important to me, and like why that's that time in my life. It was like 4th grade, 5th grade for me. So that was like 8 to 9 years old, or like 9 to 10, more like it. And that was just a really like good, important time in my life. And I really loved having that community around me. So that's the first main community I was a part of. I'm kind of brushing over it a little bit right now, because I did talk more about it in my podcast episode called Growing Up in the 21st Century. I don't have like a timestamp of when I actually talked about it, but I did talk about it, so I don't know, you can go find that. But that transitions me into YouTube, which this is going to make up the like majority, I'm assuming, of this podcast, because literally I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. I recently stopped, but I've uploaded videos for 5 years of my life, and that was through middle school and like the majority of high school. So that's like the time you're changing and going through puberty and like discovering who you are. I did that while simultaneously on the internet, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's like a blessing and a curse. So you literally are able to see me grow up on the internet. Like, I haven't privated any of my videos, or I've privated like a couple, but not like because like I was ashamed or anything. This just like they're irrelevant now. But yeah, the fact that I like grew up on YouTube and grew up on the internet is interesting, and it's something that not everyone can say that they did. And like, you literally have documentation from like middle school, like from when I entered middle school, from all the way up to like my junior year of high school. I have video documentation of times in my life. And something that's really cool about looking back about these videos, which even though I did gaming videos, and that has nothing to do with like my personal life, like I know the story behind every video, and like when I listen to myself talk, like I remember those moments, what was going on, I remember what my room looked like what my setup was, like it takes, and when you just look at when I look back at my videos, the history that I get with every video, and then this nostalgia I get personally is like surreal, because I know what that time was like, and everything in my life was so different then. So much has changed even within the past year of my life, that I look back at a video from a year ago and how I'm so different now, and it's just I'm constantly growing and changing, and it's just really it's cool to see it, but also kind of weird because it's like online, but like not, I don't know, I'm more comfortable being myself online than I am like in real life. I think I've talked about this before, hence why I have a podcast. I don't really talk about it in real life. Actually, I don't talk about it in real life. Literally no one knows about it. Like, I've talked about it to a couple of my friends, but like they don't really listen to it. Anyways, friends, it's a whole another podcast, but we're not gonna get into. But I'm gonna start off by saying how I got into YouTube. So, how I got into YouTube. Well, I remember I had an iPod Touch, 4th generation. For those who remember that, basically it's like an iPhone, but you can't call. So you're not actually paying like a fee, or like not a fee, but like you're not paying for your phone bill. Like, it's like a phone with all like the capabilities of an iPhone, like camera, download apps, but there's no phone bill because there's no calling. And you can text people, but only through iMessage. Like, you can't text people with like an Android phone unless you get like certain apps, which is what I did. And you don't have data, obviously, because you're not paying for a phone bill. So, iPod Touch, 4th generation, literally the tiniest thing ever. when I look at my iPhone 7 and look back at my old, like, technology, I'm like, what was this? Like, this was tiny. Like, what? It was just kind of cool seeing how technology has changed over, like, not even that many years. But on my iPod Touch, there was this YouTube app that came with the phone. YouTube, it was like a brown, kind of old school looking TV. That was like the app icon. YouTube was one of those apps that just came with your device. I don't know why they stopped doing that. Probably some sort of connection with Google or whatever. But like, yeah. YouTube came with the app, and then one day I was just on it, and I don't even know how I got there, but I found a Gen X pen video randomly. It was like I believe it was like a 10 things to do over summer. Something like that. She was like 16 at the time, which is weird because like I'm her age now. And, well, I'm 17, but like whatever age she was like in the middle of high school. And she made like a 10 things about like you can do in the summer video. I thought it was really funny and really cool. And then I went on a whole like binge, like watching all of her content and like just watching all of her like Ask Jen videos and her like P.O. box unboxing and like all this like her content. I just was obsessed with watching. I just thought it was so funny. I thought it was so cool. I really loved it. So that's my first exposure to YouTube was Gen X Pen. She was the very first channel I ever discovered and like subscribed to. And that's when I like discovered that YouTube was like a thing people did like consistently. It wasn't just for like funny cat videos or like, you know, videos teachers would put up on the board to, you know, teach the class something. Like, there was actually people doing YouTube for, like, entertainment purposes, things like that. So this was back in 2012, I want to say. Yeah, so, like, 2012, because that's when I was in 5th grade. So 2012. So I discovered her, Gen X Pen, and sometime down the line, I later discovered Steal a Babe 09, which is Meredith Foster now. She is a beauty guru. I found her channel somehow, literally like fell in love with her videos, and that's kind of how I started really liking makeup. She was also like my age now during that time, like 16, 17, something like that. Probably even younger, honestly. 2012. So I really loved her videos too. I was like, wow, that's so cool. These like teenagers just like show off like their clothes that they buy, like the makeup looks, and like show you to wear stuff. And I've always loved fashion. I've always been a fan of clothing ever since I was little. That's actually something I want to pursue like now and in the future. I'm really interested in making clothes. Random side note, I'm actually going to make some clothes. I'm planning on doing that soon. I've already made some designs. But yeah, anyways, fashion has always just been a huge part of my life. One of my first DS games for my original Nintendo DS it's called Style Savvy. And literally you run a fashion boutique and you style patients. And I was obsessed with that. Literally for years, it's the only game I would play. I would play that for hours. I just loved it so much. And I still have it. I need to go find my DS. I know it's in here somewhere. I just need to go find it because I just love that. So anyways, always loved fashion, and then I found Steal a Babe 09 and got really into makeup and thought it was just really cool, and I really loved it. And yeah, that's like all I really remember from that sort of time. But then I want to talk about gaming, because gaming is how I transitioned into how I started my YouTube channel and things like that, because I wasn't going to be the type of person. I knew innately, like, first of all, I never thought about doing YouTube. But then when I did think about doing YouTube, I know I didn't want to put my face out there. I was like 12 years old when I started making YouTube channel, or when I started my YouTube channel. It was in 2013. And I wasn't comfortable putting my face out there for strangers. Like these people in these comedy sketches, like Gen X Pen, or those makeup videos, and like Steal a Babe 09. First of all, I didn't even wear makeup when I was 12. But, yeah, like I know I wasn't gonna do that. So when I discovered gaming videos, that's when I first thought that's something that I could do. Like I said earlier with the virtual worlds, I really loved Bakery Story and these random app games where you got to run stuff and like control stuff, like run a business, and you gotta like, I like the simulation games. Same thing with like Style Savvy for my DS. So I discovered in sometime around 2011, 2012, this channel called Ethos Lab, and I found this game called Minecraft. What a concept! Didn't know Minecraft was popular in 2012. So Minecraft is what really, like, got me obsessed with YouTube. Ethos Lab had these videos where he would just, like, play Minecraft. And it's so weird seeing his game now because... Oh, girl, I need to take some water. I need to drink some water. Excuse me. But Ethos Lab, it's so weird seeing Minecraft in his old videos because it's so different. Like, literally we're on Minecraft, like, 1.13 now. And these videos that I was watching was made in, like, I don't know, like Minecraft 1.5, something like that. So I just fell in love with his Minecraft, like, Let's Play series. They were just, like, short little videos. Oh, he has 1 million subscribers now. That's really cool. Wow, that's really cool. But yeah, let me actually go see if I can, like, I'm gonna go to his channel and see if I can go find him. You can't even see what I'm doing, but can I? Okay, why is this glitching out? Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get there, but he did this Minecraft series. He just showed stuff about the game and, like, how to do, like, mob farms. Like, one of my first videos I remember watching of his was this, like, a creeper trap or something like that, where you, like, trapped a creeper with some doors. And then also, like, a mob system, like, an underground cave system that I thought was really cool, where he sorted mobs, like, in this underground thing. I can't even find the exact video, but I know it's, like, Ethos Lab, Minecraft. You go to his oldest videos. I'm here right now. I just can't find... Yeah, it's just called, like, Let's Play Minecraft, episode 1, episode 4, episode... Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is really cool looking back at his old videos. So, yeah, I fell in love with Ethos Lab, and that's how I discovered the game Minecraft. And then, a little bit later, I found I was at my friend's house for, like, a sleepover, or, like, I was at her house for something. And she was playing Minecraft, and I was like, oh wow, that's such a cool game. And she, like, was playing mini games and, like, survival games, or Hunger Games at the time. And she was just, like, there were so many things you could do in Minecraft. Like, she showed us her survival world, and, like, her, like, she had a minecart going through her nether base, and I thought that was so cool, and, like, all the stuff she had mined and built and done. And then she started playing mini games, and I was like, what, this game is so versatile. So I really loved that. And that same friend actually gave me money, like $24 for my birthday later that year to buy my own copy of Minecraft. So that was, like, in 2012 when I, like, actually started playing the game. I saw my friend play it. Well, I've seen Ethos Lab's videos, saw my friend play it herself. Then she gave me money for my birthday that year, which I'm gonna guess is 2012. That's my best assumption. And I bought Minecraft for my birthday later that year, and that is when I started playing Minecraft myself. So I've always really loved the game, and I thought that it was really fun, and I actually still play it today, so that's kind of cool how they keep the franchise alive. And yeah, so, but for those of you who don't know, I actually did not start my channel off with Minecraft. I started my channel off playing Club Penguin because, another thing that I did during middle school, or, like, during elementary school, simultaneously when I was, like, doing Bakery Story and, those random, like, simulation games, I got into virtual worlds as well. So, like, 5th grade for me is when I discovered Club Penguin, which is kind of what kicked off other virtual world games for me. So I was already playing Bakery Story and stuff like that in 4th, 5th grade. And then 5th grade is I also started playing Club Penguin. So, like any other kid, I saw other kids playing it. I was actually at a summer or a after-school camp where I discovered there was some downtime and this kid was on Club Penguin. He was actually at the fall festival, or the carnival, whatever it's called, in game, and he had like a unicycle, and that's actually my first like memory of ever seeing Club Penguin. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And so I went ahead and went home and made an account, and that was in like October 2011. So a lot of stuff happened in 2011. Like I bought Minecraft. Maybe Minecraft might have been the year after, actually, now that I think about it. But 5th grade, point is, 5th grade, 6th grade is kind of when the Club Penguin Minecraft thing, like, existed for me. So, there you go. I definitely, like, that time in my life was really significant when it came to internet sort of like content and things like that. As I mentioned earlier, when I discovered Ethos Lab and I thought it was really cool, that was kind of the first time I sort of realized that I could make these videos sort of myself, because one, it had nothing to do with me, it was everything to do with the game, but it's something that I could make and do that was like mine, but it had nothing to do with my face. It had something to do with something I already loved. And that's kind of like how it got started. And the details here kind of get blurred together. Like, I just remember bits and pieces. This was like so long ago. I mean, like 5 years ago. But like, I'm not paying attention to these fine details. Like, over the past, like 5 years, I didn't know that these events were really going to matter. I just kind of remember key things that's happened during that time period of my life. Because Ethos Lab was an influence, but for Minecraft specifically, but I think what really sparked me for making Club Penguin videos and seeing how that's an option is Think Noodles. So Think Noodles, he still makes videos. I think he makes like Roblox videos now. I'm gonna actually go to YouTube and like, pretend I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Why does Google have Google News? I've never seen that before. Okay. I feel like that's new. But Think Noodles, he was a Club Penguin channel. He's a grown man. But he'd always made YouTube videos that are family-friendly content, and he made videos for Club Penguin. Those were his, like, that's where I found out about him, and where, like, a lot of the community found out about him, was his Club Penguin videos. And he had, let me go ahead and sort his videos by the oldest. That's where I found out about that, like, people did this. It was like a grown man doing this, but like I didn't think anything of it really. He did like walkthroughs and stuff like that, and like just all different types of like videos involving like the cheats and the walkthroughs and tutorials involving Club Penguin. He did other games too, like Pop Tropica, and then that eventually went into Minecraft, etc., with Grazer. You may or may not know what that is, depending how long you've been here, but you've been around. Because people who know me back in the day, they all recognize these names. But if you haven't, you probably know what I'm talking about. But know the Think Noodles, he did a lot of Club Penguin videos, but like tutorials for like parties and like different cheats and codes and stuff like that. This family-friendly content, thought it was cool, and just that was one of the first exposures and one of the first Club Penguin channels I specifically remember subscribing to. But we're gonna but we're gonna progress a little bit more, and the actual person I remember influencing me to really make the jump into creating the channel was the smaller channel I found called That Mystery CP. If you actually search her up, I don't think her videos are actually public now. Let me go to YouTube. Or let me put this in a new tab because I have Think Noodles up. I was actually on. He has this ongoing series for a very long time called Ask Think, where it's like a weekly Q&A series. but that changed. It became like monthly, and now he like barely does it. But I do know that I was in one of his videos, one of his what is it called? One of his, like, my question got featured in one of his, like, Ask Think episodes, and I thought that was really cool. That was, like, in 2014. That's much later. Well, not much later, but, yeah. Okay, so, that Mystery CP, that is the channel. She made, like, these, we called them drama series for Club Penguin. Like, basically, she would sign as multiple different penguins, and she would create, like, a story, like a script, and have the penguins sort of act it out like it was a movie. And then you'd edit it and put music on top of it. It would be, like, a series, so you'd have, like, I remember one of the series I first remembered watching was, like, a CP love story, a Club Penguin love story. If I say CP, I mean Club Penguin. That's what we called it. It was literally called a Club Penguin love story, and I thought that was so cool, and she did these drama series. It's almost like a Sims 4 machinima, think about it like that, but in Club Penguin. So, like, the penguins, we controlled all of them, and, like, you would create a scene, and it was, like, making a movie in Club Penguin. That Mystery CP is the first channel I discovered that actually did that specific thing. So, like, I found Ethos Lab, found out about Minecraft, found Think Noodles, found out that Club Penguin, like, channels actually exist, and then later down the line found that Mystery CP, where she did, like, these like, drama series and things like that on Club Penguin, and, yeah, that's where I really noticed that, like, regular people did YouTube as well. So, I knew about, like, the famous people, like Think Doodles, who's, like, a celebrity to us at the time, but I didn't realize that, like, just normal people just did that too. So, yeah, that is, what pushed me to actually, like, go, like, make my own videos, make my own channel. That Mystery CP is actually the person who helped me get started. She made an icon for me, throwback when we were all young and innocent and didn't have to pay for anything. We just helped each other out because we needed help. So I got an icon from her. She helped me out with, like, just basic channel stuff, how to get started. And that is when I created my YouTube channel. I'm actually gonna try to go pull up my private message with her, where I asked the question about, like, throwback to when YouTube private messaging was a thing, because literally, does that even exist anymore? I hope YouTube didn't delete it. They shouldn't, because I want to have these receipts. I have so many private messages. I think I've been to this site, like, I've found them before. It's just somewhere, like, in a weird place. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna be right back, and I'll read it to you if I can find it. Okay, so I just looked into it, and apparently YouTube decided to remove that feature literally July 2018. So, that's great. But I messaged her. I wish I would have had it, because, like, I don't think it'd be cool to see what I had said in 2012 or 2013 when I was 12. So I basically asked, like, hey, I love your content. Like, yo, I really want to start a channel. What do you recommend I do? Blah, blah, blah. And so she basically helped me. She made an icon for me. And then I decided to make my own channel art, which is stunning. She told me the program she uses or something like that called paint.net, or I somehow found about it. I'm just assuming that she told me about it because I don't know how else I would have discovered paint.net. It's free. It's lovely. Literally have been using paint.net since 2013 all the way up to, I want to say, like, last year when I bought Photoshop. Not even last year, like earlier this year. Earlier 2018. I've been using paint.net for, like, several years. So it is wonderful. All my, like, literally every single, like, thumbnail you see on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Smoothie Plays, was made with paint.net. So, like, you can do stuff with it. It's great. You don't need Photoshop or any fancy stuff to, like, get started on YouTube or to make good content whatsoever. But yeah, so I started using paint.net. I'm just assuming that she told me about Windows Movie Maker. Maybe I discovered it myself. I'm not too sure. But I started editing using Movie Maker. I made my own channel art using paint.net. It was wonderful. By wonderful, I mean terrible. Maybe I'll put in... What time is this? This is like 37 minutes in. I'll put maybe in the video version. I'll put a timestamp for myself. I'm going to write it down in my notes app to put in my actual first channel art. An icon if I can find it. I should be able to find it. It should be on Google+. That's the one good thing that happened about Google+. Ooh, we gonna get to that when we get to 2014. Can I just sort this by oldest to newest? Can I just... let's see. Google account. Oh god, I don't want to do this. I don't want to secure my security. Okay, oh my god. Let me just put, I'm just put 40 minutes in. Insert. What is it? First channel art and icon. See, I just don't want to edit these videos or these podcasts, so I just leave in everything. I just kind of talk through everything. So, podcast, episode 13, edits. There we go. Oh, I can't spell. That's a problem. Edits, not Edith. Okay, there we go. The 40 minutes, insert, first channel art and icon. So, I definitely have the channel art, somewhere here. Let's go to my Google Plus profile. Okay, you can't, so I don't know if you can sort it from oldest to newest. I'm not seeing anything just right off the bat. There's a section called My Influence. I have 0 followers. Okay, but I'll find it and I'll put it up for you guys on the YouTube version of this podcast. So essentially, I got started that way. Literally, that's another reason I kind of think about shooting your shot. How when I was younger, I was a lot more bold and willing to I was a lot more bold and willing just to just do things. Literally, I just really loved this person's content, and I just asked her and just shot my shot. Shoot your shot, She was just young. I was being really nice about it, and she was really nice back. And it's something I really wish I would just be more confident in myself for doing now. I have been doing it a little bit, asking people I admire and just telling them, commenting, even now, the closest example I can think of is I didn't used to comment on pictures, and now I on Instagram, which maybe doesn't seem like a big deal, but honestly, I just don't put myself out there anymore. And now recently I've been commenting on a lot of pictures of influencers I like, meaning bloggers and YouTubers and motivational speakers. I've just been commenting, saying my opinions, giving my thoughts, giving my views, literally using social media for more good things, and what it's used for was for communication, not for bashing each other down, or Instagram is more than just showing off what you did. You can use it for a lot more things, and I've been doing that recently, and I've been getting a lot of responses from people I look up to, bloggers. Also recently, I've mentioned this in a couple podcasts ago, Angie Thomas, who wrote The Hate You Give, one of my favorite books, in life. Literally, I wrote my college essay about that. She liked one of my Instagram, one of my comments on her pictures. And it's just really cool how, if you literally, you just be yourself and do you, and people will like it. It's just really cool. And another thing, I guess, since I'm already on the topic of this, is how I just haven't been as confident as I was when I was younger, which, I don't know, maybe it's not good. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe that's kind of counterintuitive. You try to get more confident as you age. That's my stage right now, and it's been kind of a rough path. But even things like Instagram, I never post pictures of myself on Instagram. And honestly, it's just because, I don't know, I just don't feel that great about myself. I've talked about this a lot. I have issues with self-esteem, but and I'm working towards getting better, and I'm putting myself out there, but it's hard. It's a lot harder, especially when you're just like, you know, you get comments and like body conscious and just, it's a lot of stuff, but it's been a journey. And like, even seeing my old Instagram pictures where literally they're all like with my family and like me, like I was just not ashamed, or at least not as ashamed now that I am. And it's hard. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it, but that can be a whole video of another time, but that's not for today, because I actually want to give you guys useful advice. But it is something that I have noticed, something that I'm learning, is to get back to that girl who just shot her shot. That makes sense. I've grown in a lot of other ways. Like, I'm a lot more confident. I'm a lot more, like, I talk a lot more. I'm louder. Like, I project my voice a lot more. Not a lot, but, like, I'm still a quiet person. Like, an introverted person, but I'm less quiet as I was when in middle school, or, like, that age. So I have grown a lot. But then there's also some other areas where it's like, I wish I was still my youthful self. So, not to sound, like, counterintuitive, like I'm going backwards as I age, but, like, there are things that I do miss about being young, but there also are, and I'm still young, but being like middle school age, where I was then and compared to where I am now. So, yeah, but no, I have grown, so don't get that twisted. So where was I even in the story? I was talking about Club Penguin, making my channel. I was gonna put my first channel banner art up on the screen once I find it. Like, I have to go search for it, but it's somewhere. It's stored in the YouTube cloud. I'm gonna take a sip of my water real fast. But yeah, so that's kind of how I all got started. I started making Club Penguin videos. I remember it was the summer. I want to say the summer going into 7th grade, because it was May 2013. I entered middle school in like September 2012. So 2012 to 2013. Oh, okay, I see. So it was the end of 6th grade. May 2013 for me would have been the end of 6th grade. Like, there's a couple months left of school. And then it was summer break, and then I would have went into 7th grade. So the summer of 6th grade is when I started my YouTube channel, May 2013. It was actually May 18th, 2013. I closed my email. Shouldn't have done that. I wanted to show you guys some dates. Hold on. Can I just, like, sort my emails by, like, oldest to newest? Like, can you do that? I mean, that, I don't know why that would just be helpful for things like this when you're trying to get history. Let's see. I'm gonna just go back to the dates I did write down, as I did, like, do small research. So I created my YouTube channel on May 18th, 2013, named Club Penguin Addict 24. That's my channel name. You can also find me by going to youtube.com/smoothieplays. I officially, I got that URL. So I am youtube.com/smoothieplays, but then I'm also Club Penguin Addict 24. If you search either or, I will come up. So, yeah. Oh, and another good point I also wrote down I should talk about. The reason I started making YouTube videos, or the reason I, that's kickstarted, obviously, was that girl, that mystery CP. Her name's actually Jasmine. Shout out to you the realist. Probably wouldn't be here without you, honestly. And but I got on the honor roll, I remember, in 6th grade for the first semester of school. I got all A's or something. The last time, literally had all A's. So got all A's, and then my dad decided as a gift he would get me my own laptop. So I just got some cheap $300 laptop. Very fortunate I got that. There was no reason he had to do that for me. Literally didn't even ask for it, but he got it for me. And honestly, that is the reason I contacted all these people, was because I have my own laptop. So I was able to make my own videos, and that is the whole reason I'm able to want to major in film today, and how I know so much about like editing today is literally because of that laptop, that $300 Samsung laptop my dad bought me for being on the honor roll. So, do your homework, kids. That'll maybe get you a laptop. I don't know. Depends on your family. Literally don't do homework like ever now. I do it so last minute. It's really bad. Anyways, got the laptop, contacted that mystery CP, started making videos using Windows Movie Maker. My brother taught me a lot about like how to download stuff off of YouTube, like download songs and stuff. And I remember thinking that was so cool. Like I thought he would like knew so much stuff. I'm like, wow, my brother, he's so cool, man. He like taught me how to like illegally download music, you know, because that's not really allowed. And I discovered like royalty-free music and what copyright was. And I learned everything. Like I had to teach myself everything, but I definitely learned like everything. Let me go back to my channel. I actually want to go see like if I have a video that's like welcome, or that's like a email that's like welcome to YouTube. I probably do. I want to go check my Gmail as well. I'm on my YouTube channel right now, so yeah. Let's go to my Gmail first. So we're gonna search like YouTube, but like that's gonna be really general because all my emails are about YouTube. Oh my god, I have 100. Oh, and tell me all these people that this is gonna be a long time. All these emails I'm seeing are people that subscribe to me on YouTube. 200 of many. Whoops. That is a lot of people. Wow, that is so many people. Oh, that's so weird. Because right now, today, I have 1,500 subscribers. Oh, it's so weird to see. Oh, that's really weird to see, like, all of the names pop up. That's, like, people you've subscribed to. That's insane. That it really is crazy. Okay, maybe I should have gone to look for this email first, but I didn't think about that. It's fine. I like these sort of videos where they're kind of like, or these podcasts where they're sort of uncut. Like the editing stuff is like is fun too. Like the edited podcasts and stuff are good too. I just prefer this type. One, it's easier. Two, it seems more personal. Like I just talk and just like, yeah. Oh my god, I'm looking at all of my like weird stuff that like I used to watch. Not weird, but it's like what I was into. And all like my messages. Sent you a message. Ooh, congrats, your video's now on YouTube. Hold on, let me... Did I get my... Oh no, I was about to go to my inbox, but no, can't get to the inbox. I thought I found like a loop around. Not the link. Or the link to the inbox, but I guess they just got rid of it altogether. Okay. Let's see. Where are we now? We're in 2013 now. Okay, so we're gonna find the beginning of my channel pretty soon, because I started in, January, February, March, April, May. That's 5. I look for 5/2013. Ooh. That's cool. I found this email. It's like, more information needed to consider your video monetization request. I try to see if I can make money. YouTube still kind of like low-key owes me money because I get views every single day. And I used to have my videos monetized, but then when YouTube changed it, like I did that very like recently. And then when YouTube changed the thing, like changed the way that their monetization work, I never got my first paycheck, and I have so much money on my AdSense that I feel like I should be paid for because I literally worked so hard in those videos, and I literally was so close to my first paycheck and never got it because YouTube decided to change their system. Alright, anyways, I found the first video. It says, welcome to the YouTube community. By signing into your Google account, you're also signed into YouTube. You will be able to interact with everyone on YouTube and get personalized recommendations for cool videos to watch. so you can subscribe to channels, rent or purchase top Hollywood movies. Oh, save videos to watch later, get recommendations based on what you've watched, connect, share videos with you like on Facebook, Twitter, and more, watch private videos from family and friends. Happy YouTubing. I didn't know that you could watch private family and friends videos, like, just with an account. Yeah. Like, I know, like, unlisted stuff, but, like, anyone can kind of see that. What is this video? By the way, that's my dad leaving not my dad, my dog. What did I just say? Why did I say my dad? My dog leaving the room. What is this weird video YouTube just sent me? It's called YouTube 101 Subscriptions. Okay, I'm not gonna watch that. Okay. I remember when I made my YouTube channel, though. Literally, I was with my, like, parents. I was like, hey, can I make videos on Club Penguin? And I, like, convinced them, and they're like, sure. And so, they let me create a channel. I actually, like, my mom, like, put in her information. So, literally, I'm, like, my mom's age, technically, on my YouTube channel, because I was too young. I was 12. Obviously, I was not old enough to have a YouTube channel. So, like, I have all my mom's information, literally still technically as my, like my demographics, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. My first subscription was myself. Love that. Like, on my other channel where I discovered all the other people. That's kind of funny. Let's see. What was popular in 2013? Oh, look. Okay, this is my first email. This is when my first video was up. Congrats. Your first ever video is on YouTube. This is actually an interesting story. So, my first video I ever made was June 7th, 2013. It's called My Channel Trailer. This is when YouTube just introduced, like, a whole new format of YouTube where I was, like, a channel banner now as opposed to, like, a full channel art. And it was also, you had the ability to turn on channel trailers. And a lot of people were doing them. So I, like, came into YouTube right when this whole transition was happening from, like, 2012 to 2013. The layout of YouTube was completely changing. So, I just created a channel trailer, and I deleted it, so I literally can't even see it. But that original video was uploaded on June 7th, 2013. And I deleted it. And then my first video that's actually on, like, my first video, the one you go to my channel, that's still public, was uploaded the next day. I just looked. Saturday, June 8th. It's called Club Penguin Treasure Box Codes. That still exists, so you can go look that up. But that's funny. I'm like, okay, this video, my channel trailer sucks, so I'm gonna delete it and do another video the next day. And then the day after, or 2 days after, June 10th, 2013, I started the trailer for my new Club Penguin drama series called Washed Away, which was my first drama series on YouTube. Because as I said before, I found out about YouTube drama series and thought it was really cool. And then also on June 10th, wow. So on June 10th at 4:58 p.m., I uploaded the Washed Away trailer. And then June 10th at 10:56 p.m., girl, go to sleep. I was 12, go to bed. And that was my second channel trailer. Okay, hopefully you got the timeline. June 7th, uploaded the first video, deleted it. June 8th, uploaded Club Penguin Treasure Box Codes, the first official video that's still here. That's still up. Then June 10th, uploaded my Club Penguin drama trailer video and my second officially channel trailer. Anyways, that was cool. What is this? This is cool. Okay. I'm finding a lot of really cool stuff. I just went literally back to my very first email. That's awesome. That is really cool. And seeing, like, all the channels I used to watch then, and, like, half of these videos don't even exist anymore. These channels don't even exist. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast episode right about here. I'm going to call this part 1 of my internet journey. I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to fit the whole thing into one podcast episode. So we're going to end it here for right now. I'll do a part 2. I'm just probably going to upload these back to back because keep it consecutive this way. Also, I'll have 2 episodes for 2 weeks. Wow, look at me go. and getting better with uploading consistently. I didn't upload last week, but it's fine. But yeah, I'm ending this off right here. This is part 1 of my YouTube journey. There's still a lot more I want to talk about, but I hope you guys like learned something from this. What is the moral of the story? Shoot your shot. Be bold, be confident in who you are, because you only got one body, and you're the only person that you gonna be. So might as well be the best version of yourself that you gonna be, and embrace you, your flaws, and everything. You need help. Oh yeah, you got a friend in me. Shoot your shot. Make friends. Like, make that initiative. Like, make stuff happen for yourself. Yeah. I think that's kind of what I've learned so far in this story. It's just be yourself. Like, shoot your shot. Be friendly. Don't be ashamed of who you are. And just do things you want to do. Try new things. I knew nothing about making videos. I just did it one day. So, and I'm going to get more into that next time in part 2 when I talk about when I started getting into YouTube and my journey 2013 forward, June 2013 forward. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you have your own story you want to share with me, be sure to hit up my email, thepassionfruitpodcast@gmail.com. Would love to hear your feedback. You can also leave a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Google Play Store or SoundCloud. Some changes to SoundCloud might be coming soon. I'm not sure. If something does end up happening, I will tweet about it. So, you can follow me on Twitter as well. PassionFruitPod. The O in pod is a 0. You will get notifications every single time I upload a new podcast episode. But you can also just turn on your notifications for your podcast app. That works too. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in part 2.